Welcome back. This is Mr. Hassan's Maths channel, and I'm now answering question number 2 from the specimen paper for the paper 4 of the Cambridge 0580 IGCSE. This is the extended paper for the new exam, new format of exam. This is the specimen paper for that. So I'm doing this, just before the second session of exams. The second session was in February, March 2025. I'm doing this before May, June 2025. Now, here we have a line PQ which is drawn. I've kind of adjusted the diagram such that the radius of my compass can fit, because this can't really be adjusted very easily. So I've adjusted the diagram instead. So it says in the triangle PQR, QR is 10 centimeters, PR is 11 centimeters. Using a ruler and compass only, so there's my ruler and compass, construct triangle PQR. The line PQ has been drawn for you. So this line is already drawn for us, and on the page it's roughly 8 centimeters long. I've made it 8 centimeters according to my ruler over here. Okay, so it's around 8 centimeters long. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the other two lines. So I'm going to take my ruler. Now it says QR is 10 centimeters. So from Q to R is 10 centimeters. So the distance between Q and R is 10 centimeters. So I'm going to take my compass. I'm going to open it up to 10 centimeters. Yeah, it'll fit just about. Okay, so I opened up to 10 centimeters. I'm going to lock it there. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is it says QR is 10. So from Q, I'm going to put the point on Q like this. Now I know that the distance between Q and R is 10 centimeters. So the distance between this point and this pencil is 10 centimeters. So if I now make an arc, which I'll do in a different color, make it in a different color. I do that. I think it's locked, that's why. Change the color to something else. Can I change it? Does this change the color to it? Okay, it doesn't matter. Let me change the thing. Okay, I think this is that. Okay, so I know that if I draw this arc, R is somewhere along this arc for sure, because it says the distance between Q and R is 10 centimeters. Everywhere along this line, along this arc is 10 centimeters. So R must lie somewhere along here, because QR is 10 centimeters. Okay, and we're also told that PR is 11 centimeters. So if I open up my compass to 11 centimeters, it just about reaches. Okay, and I put the compass point on P. Now, when I draw the arc now, let me do this with a thinner pencil. Okay, if I draw the arc now, change it afterwards. You should make the arc as thin as you can. Okay, so everywhere along this arc here is going to be 11 centimeters. Okay, so where these two arcs meet is going to be a point which is both 10 centimeters from Q, okay, and also 11 centimeters from P. So that must be where R is. So that's how you construct these triangles when you're given all three sides. So you draw one of the sides which is already drawn for us, and then for example, QR is 10 centimeters, so you make an arc 10 centimeters, And then you know that PR is 11 centimeters, so you make an arc 11 centimeters. Where the two arcs intersect is where that third side or third point of the vertex of the triangle is going to be. And then you simply join those points together. And you leave the arcs there. You always leave your construction arcs there. All right, so that's the point R. All right, so we have now drawn the triangle PQ. On your page, it's going to probably look a bit bigger because on your page, Q is somewhere down here, right? But because the compass didn't open further than that, I had to make this line smaller and make my ruler smaller as well, which I can do in this app, so that the compass would fit that 11 centimeters, so I can then draw it. So your diagram will probably, on your page, come down further, your Q, and the triangle will look a bit bigger on your page. Okay, so that's basically how you answer question 2. This is something that really the only thing that's left in constructions, which is constructing triangles, and from that follows on other things like rhombuses and stuff, which we'll see in some of the other examples, and you'll probably see them once I've populated the playlist for construction. So on the top right of the page, you'll see a playlist which is for this particular paper. Okay, all the questions on this paper will be in that playlist. On the bottom right will be a playlist dealing with constructions from this new syllabus. And here you'll find a playlist with the older construction questions, just so you can get an idea of some of them, older ones. Some of them will be relevant to now as well. And on the top of the page here, you will have a link to subscribing to my channel. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.